won 6 of the last 7. But Manhattan has been more successful. And that one that Marist didn't win in those last 7 meetings was the last time these two teams faced off on this Tenny Stadium turf. It was Kyle Gukwa with the overtime game winner to send the Jaspers to the MAC championship, which they would win against St. Bonaventure. James, Hogan, and Dylan Bedell square off. Red Foxes victorious on the first go-around. We are underway. And Marist on offense first, trying to shake off its worst offensive output of the season, held to just 7 goals against Sacred Heart. Only 1 tally in the entire first half before closing the gap a bit in the second, but still falling well short against the Pioneers. Just 45 seconds for Marist to get on the board. But James Hogan able to respond. He had a great day at the Faceoff X against Quinnipiac on Wednesday, 14 of 25. And Dylan Bedell had a similarly solid 5th Jasper campaign, one that has seen him earn 3 All-MAC selections, 2 first team, 1 second team. He's also the reigning MAC Offensive Player of the Week. Yet another 4-goal scorer from that Quinnipiac matchup, also had an assist. Red Foxes do get the upper hand on this draw. Marist will have the opportunity. DC with the goal, Murray with the beautiful dish. So 3rd in the last 2 games for Jake Deasy, the junior from Port Jefferson Station, New York, now leading the squad with 18 goals here in 2024. Long drawn-out battle winds up with Drew Heiner, participating sponsors. 3-1 the lead for Marist midway through this first quarter. Right before the break, it was Peter Murray from the Red Foxes back in front with his 4th goal of the season. And just his 4th game of 2024 has surpassed his 2023 total. Bedell wins the faceoff. He's going right for goal, and he's got it. Second straight game with a goal for Dylan Bedell, the faceoff man. Made quick work and powered through the tight D on the way back as well. Bedell and Hogan had split the first 4. Now he gets a little extra benefit to go with the upper hand in the faceoff department. Hogan manages to kick it away from Bedell, but it winds up right in Aiden McCaffrey's stick. Haven't heard his name called yet today, but Aiden McCaffrey has made his presence felt. Not just his 5th goal in 2 games, his 15th of the year, and his 2nd man-up goal of the season. First face-off violation against James Hogan in this first half. And Marist will get a quick chance to respond. Kevin Ratman shot down from behind. Loudon Sheehan with aggressive defense, now in transition. Some hesitation down to the middle. See listed. And worth noting, Brian O'Donnell, the Marist backup goalkeeper, is starting to play catch and get loose on the Marist bench. You had to wonder after Smith got yanked for the second half of that Sacred Heart game and O'Donnell's strong performance, what kind of leash he was going to have today. And it might be starting to wear a little thin. He's only stopped 1 of 4 to begin this contest. It's his 2nd assist as Farrell picks up his 2nd goal. 8th of the season for Sam Farrell, who's part of that burgeoning pipeline coming out of North Carolina. Durham native himself. Dylan Bedell, another part of the Carolina contingent, hailing from Charlotte. The Arneson brothers, also part of that effort from Holly Springs in the Raleigh area. Manhattan trying to stay hot. It was a very uncertain year for the Jaspers coming in. Drew Kellier had led them to all of their success for a number of years. Fresh off the MAC title in 2022, he takes off for UMass Lowell. John O'Dearna slides up to the head coach's spot. And then after 1 year, he's off. Now taking over as the defensive coordinator, it's Sean Shelko picking up the first goal for either side in this second quarter. Kyle Gutko accredited with his second assist, so already a 4-point day for Manhattan's top point getter. We'll see if he can get any more before halftime. Chance for the Jaspers off this face-off to tie this game up. Would be the first tie since 1-1. Again, the first two goals were exchanged. Marist emerged with a 4-1 lead. Manhattan got a couple of bad conference play and the first game of MAC play with that knee injury. And this is just his fourth game back, but has already really asserted himself this season, which is already 2 more than he racked up in 12 games as a freshman last year. Becoming an essential part of that Red Fox. Murray certainly not complaining. His 3 make up the difference. As Marist charged with its first face-off violation of the half. Rally of the year. Gives Manhattan some new life with 1:19 to go in the opening half. Face-offs have continued to be pretty even, though with that win, Marist, the 8-6 advantage. And as Marist, that was the final game with Drew Kellier as head coach. He moved on to UMass Lowell. John O'Dearna stepped up into the head coach's spot last year and then parlayed that strong season into a defensive coordinator job up at Syracuse. And Doug Sage as the Jaspers looking strong again. But they're down 2 as we start the third quarter of action. Dylan Bedell kicks it off with a face-off victory. It's been one area that's been 5 in the last 2 games. Shelko coming off a hat trick on Wednesday against Quinnipiac. Tommy Nolan, the freshman, with the long face-off ground ball. He takes the penalty. And he gives off to Murray. A free possession coming up here for Marist, as they'll send out an extra man unit in a moment. That has tally against Quinnipiac on Wednesday. And now the junior from Broomall, Pennsylvania, has made this a lot more interesting here. But yet another face-off victory for Dylan Bedell, who is continuing his strong day. Now 11 of Senny Stadium here in Poughkeepsie, and we've got a good one. Deadlocked at 7 through 45 minutes. Living up to the recent billing. Marist, though victorious in 6 of the last 7 meetings of these schools, each of the last 3 games has ended in a 1-goal contest. Manhattan has not led today. They've had their chances. Quinn Bower, the senior from Corning, New York, with his 9th tally of the year. And a critical 8th goal, as Manhattan's now in front for the first time today. Red Foxes will get an immediate opportunity to respond. Dylan Bedell now 13 of 19 on face-offs, continuing his impressive day. Who picks up his 11th of the year. He had already picked up an assist earlier, so now he's got a 2-point day. And we're now back in line with what's expected. There's a face-off violation on James Hogan. He's certainly been active. Took a while to find the board. Number 12 on the year for number 11. Marking a campaign that seems poised for at least an All-MAC rookie team honor. He has truly settled well into that attacking role at X, fulfilling the role that Manhattan Marist.
Hey, nothing wrong with you.
Okay, why don't we just...
Your plan to get our best deal.
I still haven't gone. I subscribe to get
Yeah,
a
we know.
Keegan will to go. His first performance for Jake DC, typically a pure goal scorer. As Manhattan, having only won 6 of 21 faceoffs, makes a change, and it'll be Jaziel Rivera, the junior from White Plains, New York, facing up Bedell. And the Jaspers will get a victory, as Bedell's pegged with his first faceoff violation of this second half. Jaziel Rivera. All the more important, it will be Rivera again. A tight clamp down here. Slips to Casano for Marist. He just manages to evade trouble. Sean Malil. Keeping it close as always, as Marist does prove victorious on this face-off. .6:35 to go for Dupree. And Manhattan's in the lead with 1:28 to go. A lot riding on Dylan Bedell's shoulders now for Marist. Now 18 of 25 off that victory. Only 7 seconds now between shot and game clock. Marist does still have a timeout. Patrick to close court.